Hey, friend, if you're tossing and turning at night, that may be linked to your food and your weight. But I'm here to say restful sleep and balanced weight are possible with the Genesis Food Secret. Welcome, 30 Pounds Down. I'm Glenda Hill, your healthy lifestyle coach. And today we're talking about Genesis Food Secret for good sleep and balanced weight, and how these powerful foods can restore digestion, improve your sleep, and balance your weight faster than you can imagine. If you're tossing and turning at night, unable to drift into that restful sleep, your diet may be at the root of this struggle. When we think about foods described in Genesis 1:29, the image of fresh fruits and vibrant vegetables, whole grains, and crunchy nuts and seeds, all that comes to mind, right? These foods contain nutrients and fiber and something else that the modern science overlooks. Every time you eat whole foods, it's a reminder of the greater plan and purpose that God has for us. It sharpens our spiritual sensitivity. It makes us powerful in a world where there's a lot of deception, and we want to stay on the side of truth, right? So these nourishing foods offer essential nutrients that energize your body and strengthen your immune system, and they're gentle on your digestion. So if you're struggling with poor sleep or stubborn weight, these Genesis foods, they hold a secret power that can restore balance in your physical and in your spiritual life. So what's the secret? You may have heard the concept of clean eating. Well, the Genesis Food Secret emphasizes clean eating, but also purity and simplicity, eliminating processed foods with additives and just focusing on whole plant-based foods. These foods also support easy digestion, and the ease of digestion is the difference from all the other programs out there, and it really does saves your body a whole lot of energy. Now, modern science is finally catching up to what Scripture has taught us all along. Divine plan for our physical well-being is that we work, we eat, and we rest. But some people try to shortcut this principle, and hormones get thrown out of balance. So I want to share with you the foods to eat that help you sleep and stay energized, and as a byproduct, your weight will balance naturally. So here's what to eat for better sleep. Eat colorful produce, especially fruits like bananas and cherries, which naturally contain melatonin. This approach promotes getting nutrients from the food rather than relying on supplements. I know a lot of people want to use the supplements. Melatonin is very popular, but if you get your nutrients from your food, it's better on your body. It allows your body chemistry to work harmoniously with the natural sources of melatonin. So you want to eat leafy greens like kale and spinach, all rich in vitamins and magnesium. And that's an essential mineral for reducing stress and calming the nervous system, right? If you have a magnesium deficiency, that can keep your nervous system on high alert, and that makes deep sleep impossible. You want to eat fiber found in grains, whole grains. This is going to stabilize blood sugar. If you were to consume sugary, refined carbs before going to bed, what's going to happen is your blood sugar is going to spike, and then it's going to crash, and you're going to wake up from your sleep. Yeah, it does that. So if you're up at 2 a.m, you're like, why am I awake? It's because that cortisol had surged on you. So by maintaining a steady blood sugar level, you avoid the late night cortisol surge. You want to eat nuts and seeds such as walnuts, almonds, flax seeds, chia seeds. These are all packed with healthy fats, proteins, and minerals that support brain health and reduce inflammation. As long as inflammation is in your body, it's going to be hard to have good, deep, consistent sleep. Another set of foods to eat is what modern science calls functional foods and adaptogens, but the Bible simply calls them herbs. Psalms 104 verse 14 says, He causes the grass to grow for the cattle and herb for the service of man. So we're talking turmeric and ginger and even calming herbs like ashwagandha help the body manage stress, reduce inflammation, and restore balance. My friend, isn't it beautiful that God gave us food not only for fueling our bodies, but for our restoration, to keep us calm? Each plant is God's way of saying to us, here's a gift to you. I care about you. I love you, right? So we want to do all we can to bring these foods into our daily life. And it doesn't require complicated meal prep or strict rules. It's really very simple. Embrace freshness, right? You want to have fresh food. Grab a crisp apple, make a colorful smoothie, or toss a quick salad. These are fresh produce. It's fast, it's portable, and it's satisfying. And you also want to make sure you have a focus on the easy digestion, right? So you want to cook your foods in a way that they are easy to digest. So steaming, this keeps the vegetables bright and they look full of life and you want to eat them, right? So add a squeeze of lemon. That's all it needs, right? Sauteing just as quickly brings out the richness of spinach and peppers and zucchini. Or just eat it raw, like an apple or carrots and celery, tomatoes. Just eat it raw, right? Or you can roast sweet potatoes and Brussels sprouts. Add a little olive oil and add some sea salt. This is simple and delicious. And it doesn't take a lot of time or effort. And the reason why you want to focus on foods and making them as easy to digest as possible, you reduce your body's workload. It frees up the energy. It takes a lot of energy to digest food. And if you can make it as easy as possible, that's what you're doing. You're freeing up the energy so your body can use it elsewhere, like for resting and repair. Now, the timing of your meals is as crucial as the food itself. So you want to establish a system of eating times that is aligned with your body's natural clock or your circadian rhythm. And this is going to help maintain balance. Okay, so you've established your meal times. Now you want to establish your sleep time. So you want to go early to bed and early to rise. And this is going to honor your body's natural circadian rhythm. Go to bed and wake up at consistent times to support deep sleep and steady energy. For a long time, I thought taking a hot bath before bed would help me to sleep better. I had it all wrong. A warm bath for 10 minutes, 1 hour before bed, is what's going to help you fall asleep faster and enjoy more restful sleep. This is a natural process. The body temperature naturally starts to fall as bedtime approaches. And what happens is that when your body temperature decreases, it falls. It's a cue to the brain to release melatonin. That's the hormone that helps regulate sleep, which helps you to fall asleep and to stay asleep. That's one of the reasons why experts say you shouldn't exercise close to bedtime. Exercise heats you up. We sleep better when we're cooler, right? So you want to make sure you're sleeping in a cool environment, right? Sleep in a cool room. Open the windows, use a fan, do whatever you can to allow for that airflow to help cool you, right? So now you have your sleep time routine, you have your meals set at a certain time. You want to eat breakfast soon after waking, maybe 30 to 60 minutes after you wake up, right? You want a satisfying lunch at midday and have your last meal at least 3 hours before bedtime, because this is what's going to digest the food, rest, and be totally empty by the time you go to bed, because that way, when you're resting, your stomach is resting. This is going to improve your digestion, and it keeps the hormones balanced. Now, the role of consistency is what you are going to create as your daily covenant. You're going to make a promise with yourself, my friend. I am going to be consistent with these principles. Consistency is that meek and quiet power that transforms everything. So what's your next step, my friend? Well, be sure to download my free resource for you, the Genesis Foods Experience for Sleep and Balanced Weight. It's waiting for you in the show notes. Thank you for listening to 30 Pounds Down. If you like this episode, share it with your friends. And until next time, peace to you and have a great day.